So let's start with unit 8 today. This is transition elements. अब इसमें जो जब हम transition elements करेंगे तो जो transition elements होते हैं they are going to be d block elements जिसमें जो differentiating electron होता है वो कहाँ जाएगा, that is going to go into the d block. ठीक है. So जब भी हम लोग d block बोलते हैं तो d block जो है that is basically from group 3 to group 12 of the periodic table. तो आपको पता है कि फर्स्ट और सेकंड, फर्स्ट इज द एल्कली मेटल्स, सेकंड इज द एल्कलाइन अर्थ मेटल्स और फिर 13 से लेके 18 तक हमारे पास क्या आ जाता है, वी आर गोइंग टू गेट द p ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स. सो ग्रुप 3 से ग्रुप 12 तक जो सेंटर वाला पीरियोडिक टेबल का पोर्शन होता है दैट इज द d ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स, राइट. नाउ ओवर हियर व्हेन वी टॉकिंग ऑफ d ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स, कि जैसे हम लोगों ने बोला कि हम जब s ब्लॉक पढ़ते हैं तो s ब्लॉक में हम लोग पढ़ते हैं डाउन द ग्रुप. जैसे एल्कली मेटल्स की हम प्रॉपर्टीज पढ़ेंगे तो हम पढ़ते हैं डाउन द ग्रुप. उसी तरह से एल्कलाइन अर्थ मेटल्स, उसी तरह से p ब्लॉक में भी हम लोग फैमिलीज जब पढ़ते हैं तो हम फैमिलीज पूरी की पूरी पढ़ेंगे स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम ग्रुप 14 बोरोन फैमिली. सो ऑल द ट्रेंड्स वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी डाउन द ग्रुप व्हिच आर मोर इंपॉर्टेंट with respect to the horizontal trends which we are studying. Okay. Now, but when we are doing the transition elements, one thing very special or very specific or very peculiar about this is कि इसमें हम लोग periods की trends को ज़्यादा importance देते हैं with respect to the groups. Okay. So we're going on to the series. We know that we start filling the electrons from 3d. 3d से हम लोग d ऑर्बिटल को fill up करना शुरू करते हैं. तो उसी के बेसिस पे जब हम 3d को फिल करते हैं तो दैट इज द 3d सीरीज. 4 को फिल करेंगे 4d सीरीज, 5d सीरीज एंड 6d सीरीज. ठीक है. सो दिस इज हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी द ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट्स, जो भी हम लोग इसमें ट्रेंड्स को स्टडी करेंगे. ठीक है. सो लेट्स गो ऑन टू द d ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स. नाउ व्हेन वी टॉकिंग ऑफ d ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी से दैट दे आर फ्रॉम द थर्ड ग्रुप to the 12th group of the periodic table. Number 2, they come in between S and P. ठीक है. Number 3, they show a gradation in properties from S block to P block. That is the reason why they are given the name transition elements. Transit means change. So they are changing the properties from S to P. We will see that when we are talking of transition elements, it consists of all the heavy metals. So transition elements, they are going to consist of only metals. There are no non-metals which are present in the transition series. So we say they are defined as the elements which have partially filled d subshells, which have partially filled d subshells in their elemental or most stable oxidation state. ठीक है. In their elemental or most stable oxidation state. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू टॉकिंग ऑफ आयरन ओवर हियर, सो आयरन की जो एटॉमिक नंबर है दैट इज 26 और जो इसकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन अगर हम करेंगे दैट इज आर्गन 3d6 4s2. ओके. सो यहाँ पे जो d सबशेल है दैट इज गोइंग टू बी पार्शियली फिल्ड. सिमिलरली अगर हम लोग इसकी ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट लेते हैं, सपोज वी आर टेकिंग Fe3 पॉजिटिव, so अगर हम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन Fe3 पॉजिटिव की लिखें दैट इज अगेन गोइंग टू बी आर्गन 3d5. ओके. जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है दे आर गोइंग टू बी रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम द 4s एंड नॉट 3d. सो पहले 4s से 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स निकलेंगे, फिर एक इलेक्ट्रॉन निकला d से, सो वी आर गेटिंग अगेन पार्शियली फिल्ड 3d over here. So that is how iron that belongs to the transition elements. Similarly, if we are taking another example, let's take the example of chromium. क्रोमियम जो है इसकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन इज आर्गन 3d5 4s1. Okay, so this is also going to come under the D block as it has partially filled D block subshell or D subshell, right? But then there are certain other, you can say, elements or metals, like we have zinc, which has fully filled electronic configuration of argon 3d10 4s2. Okay, or we're talking of cadmium, which has an electronic configuration of krypton 4d10 5s2, right? So zinc, cadmium and mercury also, for that matter, all these three, they although have fully filled electronic configuration, they have fully filled electronic configuration, since still they are studied under the D block because they are the last member of each of the series. They are going to be the last members of each of the series. So they have similarity in certain chemical properties with respect of rest of the elements of the D block. That is why they are studied under the D block elements. ठीक है, ये last होते हैं सबके. फिर उसके बाद we say that there are many metals which are of vital importance in day-to-day life. सबसे ज़्यादा important metals हैं D block के. जैसे for example, if we are talking of metals used in construction. So construction में हम लोग Fe को use करते हैं in the form of steel. Okay? Then we have metal used in beauty for decorative purposes of our bodies. So इसमें हमारे पास है gold, silver and platinum. They all belong to the D block. Okay? अब इसमें gold, silver और platinum को हम लोग noble metals भी बुलाते हैं because of their very less reactivity. The metals which is used in coins. Coins में जो coinage metals हम इसको बुलाते हैं, they are nickel and copper. ठीक है? Then we have metals used in modern technology. Even for warfare जो हमारे पास machines वगैरह बनती है, that is formed of this titanium. ठीक है? And then we have the most densest elements of the periodic table. They are going to be osmium and iridium. They are the densest elements of the periodic table. Then the highest melting point is that of tungsten. That is why it is used in filaments of bulbs. The element present in the human body, iron, in the form of hemoglobin. ठीक है? Iron is the largest which is present in the human body. Then next we have is the element which is present in B12. We already know that it is a coordinate complex of cobalt. So this is the element which is going to be present over here. Okay. Then we go on to the electronic configuration of various series. We are only going to restrict our learning to the first transition series over here. इसलिए सारे elements आपको पता होने चाहिए. जो fourth transition series है, that is incomplete, so we are not going to study that in detail. So let's go on to the first transition series over here. The first transition series that is also known as the 3D series. ठीक है? So we have the first element which is scandium with atomic number of 21 और इसकी जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है that is argon 3d1 4s2. फिर उसके बाद आ गया टाइटेनियम with atomic number of 22 and electronic configuration that will be equal to argon 3d2 4s2. Then we have vanadium 23, again argon 3d3 4s2. Then we have chromium 24, argon 3d5 4s1. So chromium over here has anomalous electronic configuration, so as to give maximum stability because of half filled electronic configuration over here. ठीक है, क्रोमियम के बाद हमारे पास आता है मैंगनीज 25, आर्गन 3d5 4s2. फिर उसके बाद आ गया आयरन 26, argon 3d6 4s2. then we come to iron के बाद cobalt 27, argon 3d7 4s2. फिर cobalt के बाद we come to nickel with an electronic configuration. It has the atomic number 28 and electronic configuration that is going to be argon 3d8 4s2, right? फिर उसके बाद निकल के बाद हमारे पास आता है कॉपर with 29 and argon 3d10 4s2 4s1. again this is going to have an anomalous electronic configuration. chromium, ठीक है. फिर उसके बाद हमारे पास आ गया जिंक 30, argon 3d10 4s2. so this is the first transition series. ये आपको लर्न होनी चाहिए by heart. you will see कि जब हम लोग d block की प्रॉपर्टीज करेंगे तो d block की जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है that is going to be very very important, क्योंकि बहुत सारे प्रॉपर्टीज जो है वो इसकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के ऊपर बेस्ड है. is it clear? then we go on to the second transition series. the second transition series that is known as 4D. so progressively now we are going to fill up the 4D over here. it starts from yttrium with atomic number of 39 and we go on to the next noble gas over here, krypton 4D1 5s2. ठीक है. yttrium के बाद आता है zirconium with 40 electronic configuration, krypton 4d2 5s2. उसके बाद आएगा niobium 41 and we have krypton 4d3 5s2. ठीक है. niobium के बाद हमारे पास आ जाता है molybdenum, again with anomalous electronic configuration 42. we have krypton 4d5 5s1. ठीक है. molybdenum के बाद हमारे पास आ गया technetium Pc 43, krypton 4d5 5s2. ठीक है. technetium के बाद हमारे पास आता है ruthenium. rest all will be given in your notes. ruthenium is 44. so krypton 4d6 5s2. ruthenium के बाद आ गया rhodium 45. so we have krypton 4d7 5s2. ठीक है. rhodium के बाद we have palladium 46. so 46 we have krypton, and in this case when we are going to palladium there is again anomalous configuration over here. we get 4d10 5s0. in fact यहाँ पे भी किसी बुक्स में इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन हमको ये दे रखी है 4d8 5s1. ठीक है. सो दिस इज अनदर एनोमलस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन जहां पे 5s के पास कोई भी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स प्रेजेंट नहीं। पैलेडियम के बाद हमारे पास आता है सिल्वर। सो silver with 47, it is going to have electronic configuration of krypton 4d10 5s1. So this is again anomalous configuration which we are going to have over here. And finally we get cadmium 48, krypton 4d10 5s2. This is the last member of the family. So we have an anomalous electronic configuration over here. ये आपको आ सकती है मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस में, मॉलिब्डेनम की आ सकती है, रोडियम की आ सकती है, पैलेडियम की आ सकती है और फिर उसके बाद सिल्वर की आ सकती है. So in case of rhodium you can see that the electronic configuration is 48 5s1. ठीक है, और पैलेडियम में 40 10 5s0. These are of importance which you need to remember. Okay, then we go on to the third transition series. Third transition series, which is the 5d series. Now in case of this, if you are looking at the electronic configuration, हम लोग 4d और 5s भर रहे हैं. Okay, अब जब हम next transition series में जाएंगे तो हमको 4f भी भरना पड़ेगा और 5d भरना पड़ेगा. तो 4f भरने के लिए we are going to, when you are going to the 5d series over here, तो 4f पहले जब भरते हैं तो हम लैंथेनम से लेके हैफनियम तक पहले 4f कंप्लीट भरेंगे, which comes in the inner transition series, और उसको हम 4f एलिमेंट्स मिलाते हैं या f ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स मिलाते हैं और they are known as लैंथेनाइड्स. फिर हैफनियम से हम लोग d ब्लॉक को भरना शुरू करते हैं. ठीक है, so let's go on to the members of the third transition series. We have lanthanum with an atomic number of 57. Okay, and the noble gas which is going to come over here, that is xenon, और हमारे पास आ जाएगा 5d1 6s2 4f0. Right? So this is how you are going to write down the electronic configuration of lanthanum. Lanthanum के बाद हम लोग सीधा हैफनियम पे आ जाते हैं. Hafnium has an atomic number of 72. So 57 से लेके 72 तक we are first filling up the first क्या कहते हैं series of the inner transition metals which are known as lanthanoids. फिर उसके बाद हैफनियम से फिर हमारे d ब्लॉक शुरू होंगे. ठीक है, so hafnium has 72 and the electronic configuration that is going to be xenon 4f14 5d2 6s2. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद हैफनियम के बाद है हमारे पास टैंटलम, atomic number of 73 and the electronic configuration is going to be xenon 4f14 5d3 6s2. टैंटलम के बाद we have tungsten 74. So this is going to be xenon 4f14. Now in this case we are going to have an anomalous, we should be having an anomalous configuration of 5d5 6s2, but यहाँ पे देखा जाता है कि इसकी electronic configuration is according to the trend which has been followed. ठीक है, टंगस्टन के बाद हमारे पास आ जाता है rhenium 75. So again we have xenon 4f14 5d5 6s2. Okay, rhenium के बाद हमारे पास है osmium 76 xenon 4f14 5d6 6s2. ठीक है, फिर ऑस्मियम के बाद हमारे पास आएगा इरिडियम. ऑस्मियम के बाद we come to iridium. इरिडियम की जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है that is going to be krypton 4f14 5d7 6s2. ओके, इरिडियम के बाद हमारे पास आ जाता है प्लैटिनम 68. So again that is going to be krypton S1. So यहाँ पे थोड़ी सी there is going to be change. 68. ठीक है? So it is going to be 5D9 6S1 and platinum के बाद we come to gold. 78 आएगा. Gold has 79. So we have krypton 4F14 5D10 6S1. Right? And then finally we come to mercury. Hg with 80. Krypton 4F14 5D10 6S2. Okay, then the last series which we come to, the fourth transition series, it is known as 60 series over here. The 60 series is going to start from actinium. So हम लोग actinium 89 से पहले lawrencium तक भरते हैं. elements, right? और उसके बाद then we go on to the rest of the elements. Now this series is not very important because it is an incomplete series, so we will not study it in our +2. But otherwise, when we go to senior classes, तो तब हम लोग इसको भी detail में पढ़ते हैं. As of now, for +2, you should remember your first transition series and your second transition series, which are very important. Okay, now let's go on to the conclusions which we have derived from the electronic configuration. When we are looking at the conclusions, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया कि most of the properties जो है वो 2-3 चीजों के अराउंड घूमती रहती है डी ब्लॉक में. एक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, दूसरा नंबर ऑफ अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. ठीक है, ये दो बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं जिसपे सारे के सारे जितने भी प्रॉपर्टीज हैं वो डी ब्लॉक के उसके अराउंड घूमेंगे. सो व्हेन वी टॉकिंग ऑफ कंक्लूजंस फ्रॉम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, इट इज सीन ओवर हियर कि जो इनर कोर है वो नोबल गैसेस से पहले हम लोग फिल करते हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम सीरीज 3D ले रहे हैं तो इन केस ऑफ 3D वी आर गोइंग टू फिल अप आर्गन. द नोबल गैस व्हिच इज यूज्ड इज आर्गन. फिर 4D सीरीज के लिए जब हम जाएंगे तो नोबल गैस दैट इज गोइंग टू बी क्रिप्टॉन. ठीक है, 5D सीरीज के लिए इट इज गोइंग टू बी ज़ीनॉन एंड 6D सीरीज के लिए इट इज गोइंग टू बी रेडॉन. सो दीज आर द इनर कोर noble gases which are going to be filled up. Second conclusion हम इसमें क्या निकाल रहे हैं कि always we are filling up n-1d orbital. So if you're looking at the general electronic configuration of this, that is going to be what? It is going to be ns1 or 2, nd n-1d, sorry, n-1d 1 to 10. This is going to be the general electronic configuration of this series. ठीक है, so ND6 तो इसमें भरेंगे हम नोबल गैसेस में. outermost जो होएगी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन that is going to be ns1 to 2, n-1d 1 to 10. so हम इसमें n-d कैलकुलेट या n-1d फिल अप करते हैं और वो जो n-1d भी फिल अप कर रहे हैं that we are filling up from n-1d1 to n-1d10. ठीक है, so लास्ट वाला जो है that is going to be 10, zinc, cadmium and mercury. Okay, फिर most of the elements they are going to possess, most elements possess 2 electrons in the outermost shell. That is, we have an electronic configuration in the outermost shell as ns2, but there are some of the metals in which ns1 is present. ठीक है, so ns1 हमारा किन-किन में हमने देखा था? Metals like chromium, copper, niobium. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद we have molybdenum, Ruthenium, rhodium, silver, platinum and gold. All these, they are going to have the outermost shell electronic configuration of ns1. It is only palladium in the electronic configuration when we are talking of it has no electron in the outermost shell with electronic configuration of ns0. है ना, हम लोगों ने अभी देखा था, it has d complete 10 or it has 0, 5s0, 4d10 and 5s0. So palladium is the only one which is going to have 0 in the outermost shell. Rest, these are going to have ns1, but mostly the outermost shell has an electronic configuration of ns2. ठीक है? Then we go on to the general characteristics of d block elements. General characteristics of the d block elements. First of all, we need to know that when we talking of d block elements, अगर एक ही सीरीज को हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, तो it is seen that members of one series do not differ much in their general characteristics. That is, we will study that they have almost the same sizes. Therefore, the general characteristics of the general properties, they are going to be almost same for one particular series. जैसे हम 3D सीरीज करेंगे तो 3D सीरीज में करेंगे, देखेंगे हम कि उसकी जो प्रॉपर्टीज है वो ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. उसी तरह से 4D सीरीज की प्रॉपर्टीज भी सेम है. इनफैक्ट 4D और 5D सीरीज को जब हम कंपेयर करते हैं तो उन दोनों की प्रॉपर्टीज भी काफी हद तक सेम रहती है. इज इट क्लियर? फिर उसके बाद सेकंड इज the reason behind the first point which we have done over here, that is due to the fact that in case of transition series or transition elements, the number of electrons in the outermost shell remains the same. Outermost shell in this case, that is going to be ns. So as the electronic configuration in ns, that is always equal to or mostly equal to ns2. So outermost में number of electrons same है, इसलिए इसकी जो properties भी है, they are not going to change much, right? फिर उसके बाद it is seen that they show horizontal as well as vertical relationship. They show both horizontal as well as vertical relationship. This I told you in the beginning of the chapter also कि हम लोग similarities देखेंगे period में भी और group में भी. Okay, so let's go on to the first characteristic which we are going to discuss over here. That is the metallic character. First characteristic which we are going to discuss, that is the metallic character. Now, when we are talking of metallic character over here, in this case, we see that, as I told you in the beginning of this chapter, that the entire elements of this group, they are going to be metals. So first जो इसमें point आ जाता है कि all the transition elements, they are going to be metals. ठीक है? And they will give us all the crystal lattices, which is face-centered cubic, hexagonal closed packing, this we've done in solid state, and also body-centered cubic. So ये वाले इसके structures रहते हैं, FCC, HCP and BCC. ठीक है? The metallic bonding जो इसमें होगी, that is generally or mostly due to the unpaired electrons which are present in the D subshell. Greater the unpaired electrons, greater is going to be the metallic bonding. ठीक है, stronger will be the metallic bonding. Now because of this, as I just told you कि they are due to 1 or 2 electrons in the outermost energy shell, and metals they all have low ionization energy over here. Okay, now it is seen that in these elements like copper, silver and gold, they have the highest conductivities. That is because of the maximum, because of the unpaired electron which is present in 4s. So if you copper में आप कर रहे हो तो 3d10 4s1 आ जाता है. So because of one electron which is present, so these are going to have the highest conductivities. ठीक है? The next we say that presence of, as I just told you, कि presence of unpaired electrons that favors covalent bonding. Unpaired electrons जो होंगे, that is going to favor covalent bonding. So greater the number of unpaired electrons, greater is the strength of the bond. ठीक है? जितनी strong covalent bonding होगी, उतना ही substance hard होगा. ठीक है? So उतना ही substance is going to be hard. Now when we looking at the electronic configurations of chromium, chromium में जो outermost electronic configuration हमने देखी, that is going to be R1 4s1 3d5. Number of unpaired electrons, they are going to be 6. ठीक है? So that is the maximum number of unpaired electrons which any element can have. उसकी वजह से chromium, that is hard. It is going to be the hardest substance in the d block series. Okay. Similarly, we have others which have 6 unpaired electrons, which are molybdenum and tungsten. So these 3 elements in the periodic table, they are going to be hardest. These are the type of questions which you get in your MCQs. या आपको ये आ सकता है बोर्ड्स के लिए, अगर आप पढ़ रहे हो तो ये आ सकता है कि why chromium, molybdenum and tungsten, they are the hardest substance known. That is because of the maximum number of unpaired electrons which are present in their outermost shell. Now at the same time we also say that in case of zinc, cadmium and mercury, when we looking at the electronic configuration, they all have an electronic outermost electronic configuration of m-1d 10 ns2. ठीक है? So because of fully filled electronic configuration over here, they are going to have very weak forces of attraction between them, as a result of which we also know that mercury that exists as a liquid at room temperature. ठीक है? And when we are talking of zinc and cadmium over here, they are the softest metals in the series. Why? Because of no unpaired electron which is present. So you can see over here that we're looking at the properties with respect to the electronic configuration and the number of paired or unpaired electrons present over here. Is it clear? So today we are going to do only till here. We are going to finish this chapter in approximately 4 days. Right? And then we go on to the coordinate chemistry.